Hi, this is Adonijah Holden, the owner of Geo Boxing Empire. Um, my organization and my platform, the only reason why I made it is because I wanted to emphasize African American fighters. And there's a lot of Mayweather, the most popular fighter in boxing today, he's undefeated. And a lot of times in boxing, especially in the African American community, if you lose your undefeated record, you're not really a big deal anymore. People don't care about you. And I want to change that. So what I did was I made a platform spotlighting African American fighters who are in the sport of boxing who are great fighters but have lost a couple times. Or, that's what I'm mostly primarily focused on. And of course I talk about undefeated fighters as well, but I talk about the news every day and there's so many boxers, there's thousands of them. And you could talk about any one of them, but I primarily focus on African American fighters, and I do talk about fighters internationally, but I do interact with them on Twitter. If you go on my Twitter account, there's one champion. His name is Showtime Sean Porter. He's a former WBA, IBF champion, and he made a podcast recently. And I recently, reached out to him and said, "Hey, man, I like your podcast," and he, liked my tweet. You can go in there and see it on Twitter. But yeah, I interact with fighters who were once undefeated or, just elite level African American fighters, and I spotlight them and I try to keep people engaged with who they are as fighters, because that's a really big deal. And that's really what I focus on in boxing. I talk about the news as well, but that's the reason why I made my company. So there's been a lot of challenges this year with COVID-19 and the pandemic going on, and with the police shootings going on, it's hard to come up with content when you're stressed out about your safety, and with the pandemic going on, as well as my well-being, just walking around and potentially being stopped by the cops. It puts you in a state of mind where when you're creating content, sometimes you get a creator's block when you can't think as clearly as you otherwise would be. So with this time in my life, and with all the riots going on, I did have another job, and I did get my job actually closed down. I actually had two jobs before the COVID-19 hit. I was a cook at this restaurant, CC's Pizza, and I was an IT at this place called Eagle Technology. So I didn't really put everything I had into making videos because I was working 80 plus hour weeks. But from working 80-hour weeks, the reason why I was doing that is because I needed the money. I was working 80-hour weeks at 40-hour weeks at Eagle Technology, and I was positioned to be manager at CC's Pizza, and everything was lost instantly. So that greatly impacted me. That was that significant big deal in my life, and I'm trying to pick myself up off my feet. From working 80-hour weeks, it was needed because I do have kids. I have 4 kids, and life's hard right now. So all the money I can get from Facebook, I've been putting everything I have into making content every day and trying to push it out as much as possible. I want to edit a little bit better, but my computer, it can't handle too much editing in Adobe Premiere. So I don't have a necessary RAM, and I'm probably going to have to just get a whole new computer because I had this one for so long. I just can't do the necessary things I need to get the content out I want to get out. So yeah, I do need a significant amount of equity to make that happen. But yeah, thank you for your time. It really means a lot. I hope I'm qualified, and I hope I get this. This will significantly change, me putting bread on the table for my kids and my family, and this means a lot to me. Thank you for your time.